Nancy?
I would like have you try to use your imagination. I would like have you try to use your imagination.
The stranger, the better. The stranger, the better. The stranger, the better. The stranger, the
Oh, what happened, Nancy?
I would like have you try to use your imagination. I would like have you try to use your imagination. I would like have you try to use your imagination. I would like have you try to use your imagination.
The stranger, the better. The stranger, the better. The stranger, the better. The stranger, the better. I'd like to present in person the gentleman who participated in this remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon.
something I'd like to say to you young buckaroos. You know,
Tell me some more, mister, whoever you are.
We all know that certain people are given to telling some very remarkable things.
I like people to be unconventional. Tell me some more, mister, whoever you are. 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 Tell me some more, mister, whoever you are.
I'd like to present in person the gentleman who participated in this remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon. Remarkable phenomenon.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another amazing installment of Cherry Bomb! Woo! We're so happy to have you. My name's Elsie Mae, one of your hostesses with the mostesses, and we're just gonna have a really friggin' awesome time tonight. Now, if you've never been to a Cherry Bomb, welcome. If you're one of our veterans, thanks for coming back. I'm gonna go through the spiel like I normally do, but you know, if you've heard it before, grab some popcorn, grab a drink, or maybe even get ready to start tipping, because that's what I'm gonna tell you about. So, this is a free show. The way we have this set up so that you guys can help support all these amazing artists and comedians that are gonna be here tonight is at the bottom of the screen here, there's information on how you can tip either directly to the artists or you can tip to Sunspace, and tonight, all the donations that we receive for Cherry Bomb, we distribute to the artists. So you know what? Like, someone really makes you laugh, or there's just like a rockin' music performance, you're just feeling really generous, like send out some digital money and let's help support these amazing acts that we have tonight. Well, that's pretty much my opening spiel for you guys. I'm gonna pass it on over to the other hostess with the mostest, the queen of comedy, my dear friend, Becca Ward.
Welcome, everybody, to Cherry Bomb. Woo! We have awesome lady comics. We have maybe some bumping music you might be able to hear on my end. We'll see. Little prelude to it. My name is Becca Ward. I am super duper excited for our show tonight. So, a little bit about me. I'm going to keep it relatively short because I have a bigger pain in my ass at the moment than my boyfriend, which is a hemorrhoid. I have a hemorrhoid. Like, some people have those, like, oh, my eyes are bigger than my stomach. Like, my arms are big, like, in my mind are bigger. I'm just a bigger person in my mind than I am in reality. And, but I don't actually know if that's true, because that's what I've heard most off of Zoom is, oh my gosh, you're so much bigger in real life. Which, like, as a woman in LA, like, thank you, I don't need any more insecurities. Also, I did a bit about, like, I don't understand, like, why people assume that I'm Jewish other than my name is kind of like a throwback biblical name. And this comic came up to me afterwards, and he was like, oh, it's your nose. It's definitely your nose. It's like, okay. Wow. A lot of honesty here. Oh, man. You guys come here often? Beautiful ladies? Come here often to the internet?
Oh, yeah.
My boyfriend comes due to the internet a lot. It's gross. Right here. I just started working again. I'm really excited about it. It's my first serving job. It's pretty intense. It's at a comedy club here in LA. But I decided I would wear overalls at work because it's like a hipster chastity belt to like deter all of like the male comedians. Chateau. Oh my gosh, gosh, look at those misplaced nipples. Like no one wants to suck on those in daylight. I don't know. The whole thing is like I'm just starting to take on my mom's perspective of love, which is like, oh, I love you from a distance. Emotional distance. My dude, my boyfriend, he is a comic. And then it's not so different to me, you know, men in comedy. You know, I always come prepared with both. Comedy, I come prepared with jokes. Men, like I come and then I'm prepared to leave immediately after. I just leave my shoes on. Somehow I like trick them into coming into my mouth so there's no mess. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't even close the Uber app because of COVID. Like, depending on how long it's been for the dude sexually, like sometimes I can just have the Uber wait and there's just less germs, less risk. Dude, I living with like just a typical kind of like recently bachelored white dude. I have to say one thing is like maybe this is coming out of a too recent argument. So hopefully it's funnier than it is angry. Like dudes, white dudes, you guys are addicts, man. Like super addicted to being right. All the time. You know, you go through the steps of an addict, like some faster than others, but it's all basically the same. Or you go to them, you're like, oh, honey, you know, this hurt my feelings. And then they're like, denial. No, didn't. You're like, then acceptance of like, well, okay, maybe I did, but it wasn't on purpose. And then there's defensiveness, natural next step of things. Okay, but like remember that one time 3 years ago when I thought that you said that my dick was small? Yeah, and then you have the reparations where you're like, okay, I see how what I could have said hurt you, or what I said could have hurt you. Like I want to make it up to you. How about I eat your ass? Why guys do that? Yeah, so I had a great week for the first time in like a year. So I went out for a walk. It was a beautiful day. I went out for a walk earlier today, and I was laughing to myself because I already saw holiday decorations out on display, and I don't know if like COVID really warped people's timelines or like I don't know, or maybe people just need excitement now, you know, like, and so I mean, I used to get really excited at Christmas. Like I could hear my mom cackling, like, "Oh, it's not Christmas till somebody cries." I keep asking Santa every year for titties, and like he just keeps leaving me these little lumps of coal. Rude. Yeah. Can we all agree that Secret Santa is redundant? I mean, my cat or my roommate has 2 cats. I love them. And one of them was just fluffing my lap. I was like, I couldn't help but think. I was like, is it weird trying to get her to fluff my titties? I'm asking for a friend. Come on, meow. I've seen a lot of vlogging going on. That's a cool. I suck at millennialing. I don't know. Like I just didn't even know that like people did like book blogging and video blogging. They call it vlogging, and like now, but I do understand why they don't call like food blogging flogging. Weird shit with a baguette or something. Like that's the only way you're gonna get me into polyamory is if it's like poly-eatery. More people putting snacks in my mouth. It's the Subway. That joke was inspired by autocorrect when I tried to spell polyester. And an itchy butt. Yeah. Well, last night I couldn't sleep last night. I want to say it's due to the hemorrhoid, but I want to say it's actually this big beautiful brain of mine. I was trying to turn it off, and instead of like counting sheep, I just chant to myself, not everything is a joke. Not everything is funny to everyone else. Maybe just you. Just have sex with yourself again, and like nothing will be funny for the rest of the night. It's like comedians, like even us unmated few, like we have babies, and they're just joke babies. They like stink, and they keep us up at night, make us. That's why dudes play video games, I'm pretty sure, is to like prepare them for fatherhood so they can spend a lot of money on something just to yell at it a lot. It's really crazy getting back out there. I see so many hungry comics. Like I love being at the Comedy Chateau. Like I love the open mics. They go on for 5 hours. But like LA is so competitive that like they even had to develop stronger antibiotics because the STIs are even innovative. like in quarantine, the STIs are taking online classes, coming stronger performers. Like, dang, y'all, I started a joke. I only got this far, but it has a lot of potential. I wrote this other super funny joke the other day, but then I forgot it. That just sucks for everyone. We're all in this together. Oh man, you guys are awesome. I'm so glad to have you here. That's my time for the night. And then I'm going to try to not sit on my butt. Thank goodness for stand up. You can find me Hot and Funny Comedy on YouTube. And you'll see some, I think you'll see some of Nancy Rose too.
Hello, interwebs. Elsie here again. You guys ready for some music? I feel like chat's ready for some music. It's some music time. So I want to welcome to the stage, or Digital Awesome Stage, an amazing performer. I've seen them at Sunspace. I've been friends with them through Sunspace and just always ogle their music so much. I adore it. It's just awesome. And I hope you guys like it. And don't forget, if you're really enjoying their performance, the information to send them a tip is going to be at the bottom of the screen. So without any further ado, I give you Van Grace!
Hello, everybody.
Hello!
Hey, man!
And these beautiful people are going to back me up tonight. So.
Woo!
Yay! Woo! Okay, this song is called Cicada. What
go. Let's keep it rocking and rolling for our next wonderful comic. Very good friend of mine from New York City. She is a contributor to The Reductress, and you can catch her next at Joey Bat's Cafe in Manhattan. Give it up for Casey Bauer. Woo, woo, woo!
Oh, thanks, Becca. So I put on jeans today and instantly regretted it.
Yeah.
0 out of 10, do not recommend. If you put a little goldfish into a giant pond, it becomes monstrous. Well, same concept for me in quarantine for my ass. Really rocking some like free range hip dips these days. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys are really like, is it really that big? I'm actually leaning against that back wall right now. We recently celebrated Mother's Day. Any mamas in the room? Very not pregnant pause. Cool. I love my mom. She's so supportive. Every time I talk to her about doing stand-up comedy, she's like, when are you going to do music again? She used to play these funny little games with me and my siblings. We would hold our breath driving past a cemetery. But, you know, sometimes it would get intense when she would purposely slow down the car. We thought she was like just being playful until 4 of us ended up really good swimmers. And one of us ended up in that cemetery. Poor little Louis Jr. Yeah. I tried to break up with my therapist. I was having a hard time getting the words out, and she looked at me and asks, "Do you often struggle with difficult conversations?" I said, "Maybe." She thought we needed to unpack that over the course of 5 additional sessions. $600 later, we're still happily together. I have a boyfriend. I'm excited about it because it has been a minute by choice. You know, I was happily single, and I think that's when you know they're a good one, because you're like, I was so okay with being alone, but like, damn it, you make me feel things here and here. I changed my relationship status on Facebook. It's like that official. And all these people I normally don't interact with, like, zoomed in to give the little heart hug emoji. I was like, damn, were you all just sitting here like, when will someone claim this girl? Like, please let this wanton harlot torture us no more with her selfies. I don't know why I went all Irish on that. I just think it's very weird to celebrate someone like escaping single life. You know, it feels like entering a relationship should maybe be more of a solemn occasion, you know, kind of akin to starting law school, or I don't know, defusing a bomb. Cut the red wire, you sure? Oh, wow, there's your abandonment issues exploding in my face. Great. I'm super German, or maybe I should say super German. I took an ancestry test recently, but I'm like really nervous to look at the results because I think there's a strong chance that I'm related to a Nazi.
Oh no.
I know. My grandmother left Germany, and not because she was Jewish, but because her family was like, oh, scheiße, I guess we are losing. So then they ran to the highly democratic stronghold of Mussolini's Italy. Hung out there for a few years. Yeah. And I want to say, like, she learned her lesson young about fascism, but when I asked her, you know, what do you think about Trump? She said, well, I think he makes some really good points, and, you know, oddly reminds me of someone from my childhood. Don't worry, she didn't vote because I burned her ballot. And for a condition that's called endometriosis, which I know sounds like an eye cream ingredient involving a lot of tea tree oil. But what it actually is, it's where cells from inside of the uterus go into places in your body where they're not supposed to be, and creates this amazing chronic pain all the time. They found the cells in the ovaries, the lining of the stomach, the liver, the lungs. It's even rumored that Tucker Carlson's brain is just one giant mass. Explains a lot, doesn't it? Yeah. My dad was diagnosed with cancer right as the pandemic started. But like, don't worry, the prognosis, it's really good for my chances of having a bomb-ass American Idol audition. Because you had a bad day. Anyway. Hard pivot from dad cancer jokes. Did you guys know that goats have accents? This is my favorite thing I've ever learned. Yep, so true. So if we meet a goat in one part of the world and a goat in a different part of the world, they will not sound the same. So I think, if we meet a goat from Canada, it'll probably be like, bah. If we meet a goat from Spain, it'll probably be like Barcelona. And if we meet a goat from Boston, it'll be like, back the fuck off my sister, Tommy. Spending more time with my friends now that we're back out in the world. I have this friend. She's just like not right. She's one of those chronic inspirational quotes posters, but she rarely understands them. Oh, I'm pretty sure she thinks that Rosa Parks is a flower garden at the University of Maryland. She'll randomly kind of say something that's like extremely concerning. We're talking about her wedding. She says, I really need to figure out my dress. I'm thinking Vera Wang. And, sometimes I just imagine if I held the pillow over my fiance's face until he stopped moving, that would be really cool, right? Anyway, how about me in a mermaid silhouette? Like, Megan, can we circle back to the mermaid silhouette? Maybe try a straight jacket. It is white and slimming, which are your two requirements. All right, that has been my time. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, keep it going for Casey Bauer. Oh man, what a life we live, and women in comedy, and then just humans, and then just like being human. Yo, I want to thank Casey again for coming. I know you have to depart us. But yeah, she's amazing. Give it up one more time for Casey Bauer. Yay, my lovely friend.
I'm only kind of excited about this next act. Only a little bit. But, I'm a little bit biased, so what can I say? Up next, we have the amazing, the wonderful Damaged Toys. But wait, there's more. This is actually footage from a Halloween Cherry Bomb performance back in the before times, and it's just extra cool because you guys get to see us all dressed up as the Scooby-Doo gang, and Scooby-Doo's awesome, and I hope you guys like Scooby-Doo too, but I'm rambling. What's more important is Damaged Toys is up next, and if you like our act, our information to tip will be at the bottom of the screen. So, I give you Damaged Toys. Alright, this song is called 27 Useless Pieces. how we could, like I should. I'd be perfect if I could. Take my meds one by 1 hour. We all having fun.
All right, rock and roll. So, very excited for our next comic. She was a member of Hot and Funny Comedy with us. She's from LA. You've seen her possibly on TV even. Give it up for Nancy Rose. Woo!
Glad we got past that. So I recently moved to Rapid City, South Dakota, and I don't expect for y'all to know where that is. It's over where the Faces are, the Mount Rushmore, or like the Wild Wild West, Deadwood. And so I moved here in October, and I don't know if you know about the Midwest, but these people are so nice, like just so genuine, not like us assholes from Los Angeles. And it's a little difficult to make some friends during the pandemic, you know, at like the height of it. But so I met this one woman at the dog park, and after hanging out with her a few times, she was like, "Oh, you're a lot of fun. I like you." And I was like, "Oh, give it time." So now I don't know if I want to be friends with her because that's a lot of pressure. I met this other woman though recently, and you know when like you meet someone and you just instantly click, and you just think like, okay, they know me inside and out. So I wasn't sure if I was going to see her again, and so I had to do like something. So I did the tried and true method of a 6-year-old, and I was like, "You want to be my friend?" So now I'm having dinner with my endocrinologist on Friday. But, my day job is, so I talk to people regularly. My day job is a therapist, but of course they're not, you know, my friends. And however, I feel like people just find me and tell their life stories. Like I could be at the produce section at Safeway or in line at Disney. Or once I had to tell this guy, like, "Sir, it's been an hour. Shouldn't you get back to the cockpit?" But sometimes I also feel like people friend me just to get, like, they think they're going to get free advice or free therapy. And this doctor friend of mine was complaining that he's not having very good luck with the ladies. I was like, okay, well, what do you want me to do about it? I mean, I'm married. Have you tried the men? Yeah, he didn't think that was very funny. But ladies, there's a very single man who's a doctor and out there. And if you're interested, I'll hook you up. He is, I've got to admit, he is tall, dark, and handsome from here up. So I just flew back from Florida last week, and flying gives me anxiety because they pack all these people into a long tube, and it's just like jam-packed, right? So it's one of the few innocuous places where someone can put their crotch in your face and it's totally socially acceptable. Yeah. But I went and saw family. I was there for a week, which is a long time to be with your family. I don't know if you have like an aunt or an uncle that's kind of, you know, like maybe the uncle is like the drunken close talker, you're just like back up, or the aunt is like, I don't know, one of those people who may or may have not killed her cat, but her daughter definitely found it in the freezer. So yeah, I don't have an aunt or an uncle like that, but my cousins do. I call her mom. And yeah, my mom's a character. She has OCD, BPD, ADHD, LMNOP. Her OCD is so bad, you guys. After she got done meddling in her adult daughter's lives and alphabetizing the spice rack, there really was nothing left but to organize crime. So we told the judge, but she's good now. She's good. She goes to AA with Stephen King. And I told her, Mom, you cannot tell people you're in AA with Stephen King. Like, anonymous is in the name. And she's like, oh, Nan, it's just you. Who are you going to tell? So my mom, she means well, I think. She's just never short on bad ideas and loves to give advice. And she's like, Nan, you know what you should do? I was like, quit bailing you out of jail for starters. And so I bailed her out of jail right before Christmas. Seemed like the right thing to do. And I left her in for Thanksgiving, though. I was like, you're going to sit there and you're going to think about what you did. Be the mom that like neither of us had. And really, it was to come up with the bail money. So I bailed her out right before Christmas. And I was like, okay, well, that holiday is going to be shot. It's going to be awkward. But we actually had a really nice Christmas dinner at Denny's. And she only told one racist joke about Jews. And yeah, my mom hates Jews, like hates them, because she's been married to 3. And so she's like, Nan, don't tell anybody that you're Jewish. And I'm like, but I'm not. And then she's like, okay, but just don't tell them that you, I'm like, but I'm not. She's like, yeah, but just don't tell them. I'm like, I'm not going to tell them. So that's the kind of mom I have. She is the reason I became a therapist. And because like when I was younger, she would do that whole, one day I hope you have a child just like you so you can see how awful you are. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you're going to insult me, be a little bit more creative. But then when I had my daughter and I was like, oh, like, and I looked up and I was like, see, look, Mom, see what you did? Joke's on you. Now there's 2 of us. So my daughter's old enough that I've had the talk of safe sex with her several times. And the last time she is like, okay, stop, just stop. I don't want to have this talk anymore. I'm not going to have kids. Okay. I was like, no, I get it. I said the same thing, yet here you are. So I feel like this is the best time to live, just that we could all come together and still do the craft of comedy, no matter where you are. Some of these Zoom meetings are, people are all over the world. And so technology is just awesome. And so I think this is the best time. But then I also remember that vibrators were invented during the Victorian era. And I would have loved to have watched that because they were sold as medical appliances. Often the only appliance in the house, like there wasn't even a stove. And I imagine the kids were like, Dad, where's Mom? And he's like, and they're like, again, it's the 3rd time today. And you hear Mom just happily buzzing away under 4 petticoats. Doctor's orders. Like, try that today. And like tomorrow, call into work sick and just be like, yeah, I'm not feeling well. Just gonna stay home today and masturbate. So that's my time. Thank you.
Woo! Yes! Keep it going for Nancy Rose. I think we're long lost sisters. I think we might have the same mom. That's why we get along so dang well.
Yeah, that's why we connect.
Oh man. Comedy really borders that line so beautifully. And I like how in Hot and Funny too, it's like there was like a Captain Planet, almost like uniting of like trauma babies. Yeah. Oh man, that was awesome. Thank you again, Nancy.
Thank you.
Hello, friends. Once more, taking our stage, I present Damaged Toys.
super excited for this next comic. New, very good friend of mine. You may have seen her in the Northwest Women's Fest, the San Diego Comedy Festival, Crazy Woke Asians, which is also happening on May 29th. Coming to us hot from Seattle. Give it up for Bernice Ye!
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. I can finally say it's a great time to be in America. I've been here for a long time now. I know it's hard to believe, but I used to have an accent. You know, I am so freaking tired of Americans coming in teaching me how to pronounce the Chinese words that you stole from us. Okay, you know the word feng shui? Yeah. And from the word Chinese, feng shui. But if I say that, Americans go, no, it's feng shui. Shui. You know, it's PF Chen. It's weird, right? Because if an Italian says Napoli, you're not going to say, it's Naples, okay? I think part of that is on us because we don't tell you the authentic saying. So I'm going to address it. It's not Mulan. It's Mulan. It's not Wuhan. It's Wuhan. It's not TikTok. It's thanks for your information. Speaking of which, my hometown in China is this little place you might know, Wuhan. Okay, what you might not know is our hot and humid summer. It's a lot like Florida, just without the Cubans dancing in the streets. They're the fun communists. Yeah. We are the militant ones. You know, I was born during China's one-child policy. You all remember that? Yeah. And that one child better be a boy. Because they carried a family name. So my grandpa was devastated when he had 3 granddaughters. Nobody is carrying our family name. Yeah. Guess what? There are 6 million yes. That's more than a country of Denmark. Okay. We're fine, Grandpa. Asians in Asia, we're obsessed with big eyes. Yeah, raise your hand if you know. Yeah, we want eyes like Becca's, Suwon's, Nancy's. Every woman is pressured to get an eyelid surgery to make our eyes bigger. Growing up, every infomercial on TV was like, you wanna be happy? Feel confident? Oh, my eyes really hurt. I can't do it. You know how hard when a Chinese person tells you your eyes are too small? Yeah, yours are small too. Chinese. This is our thing. Imagine yelling at an Irish person, hey, why are you so pale? Irish people with a tan looks like they need medical attention. My mom had it when I was 5, and I hated it because I think my mom was beautiful before, but now she just looked surprised. She tucked me in at night. Don't worry, baby. There are no any monsters under your bed. Can never erase that out of my head. But nowadays, if you want a surgery, You go to Korea. That's where's the popping, right? They are so good. They dominate faces, nose, lips. Our faces are made in Korea. So whenever people say, I can always tell the different Asians apart, I call bullshit. Yeah, we all came out from the same Korean factory. Okay, on a different note, I got engaged. Yeah, it was last year. I locked him down right before the lockdown. Just to paint the picture, my fiance is a quarter Italian, only a quarter, but he take his Italian heritage very seriously. Oh, I already said that. He speaks fluent sopranos. Hey, why you busting my balls? Forget about it. So I call him the fake Italian. The rest of him, just regular white. So when we're together, people assume he makes more money. No, he's just a pretty face. I'm the rice winner. Well, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he get paid more. He's white. But I worked, I saved. I own 2 houses. There you go. Yeah, he worked, he spent, he owns 2 Nikes. But everyone still think, everyone in his family think I am a gold digger. I know this because his uncle, first thing he said when he saw me, he told him, oh, make sure you get a prenup. That bastard. He's right. I do need a prenup. Because I don't want half of his Nikes. I want all of them. But how do you bring it up, right? It's just so awkward. Of course, it has to be at a romantic dinner. Hey, babe, do you want to come and see papers from my lawyer? Okay, all this money talk because we started our wedding planning. Yeah, American weddings are so expensive. Couples go broke. At a Chinese wedding, a couple gets money from everyone. We make a fortune. This is how my mom nags me. I've been to so many Chinese weddings. I gave money to everyone. You have a big wedding. I need my money back. Oh, she doesn't know in America, bride's family pays for the wedding. Because in China, groom's family pays for the bride. I don't want to ask my family. He doesn't want to ask his. So we're going to have a Chinese wedding to pay for the American one.
Yes.
Right. It's 2021. Women are still changing our last names. I can't. I will be Bernice Reigart.
Ooh.
If I apply for a job as Bernice Reigart, how would they know I'm a diversity hire? So before we got engaged, I took my fiance, boyfriend at the time, to China to meet my parents for the first time. Right away, all my girlfriends went, OMG, is he going to ask for permission? Permission? What am I, 18? I'm 38. My mom would pay him to take me. Well, in China, women over 30, if you're not married, there's a word for us. 剩女. It means leftover women. Oh, yeah, well, 38, I think he's like leftover pizza. delicious and cold. It tastes great the next morning. So before I go, I am okay. Before I go, I'll leave one more thing. I think it's about 10 minutes, so I was just going to wrap it up with your lovely leftover pizza. So my name is Bernice Ye. Thank you so much.
Woo! Keep it going for Bernice. Oh man, you crack me up. Also, why can't white people age as gracefully? I'm 10 years junior, but I look 10 years senior because I look life tired.
Good lighting here. It's good lighting.
Good lighting, that's what... Yeah, hook me up, sister. Yes. Oh man, that was lovely. Hey, we're almost to the end of our evening, so now is the perfect time to remind you, please tip our comics, please tip our musicians, please tip Sunspace. Whatever you have in your pocket, as long as it's not creepy. I should take that back. Just tips, just money tips. That would be great.
Friends, we're in our last music performance of the night, but it's okay. It's gonna be really rad. It's gonna just be super cool. So I give you one more time for the evening, Damaged Toys. Woo! Any other Slytherins in the house? Yeah! Sassy Snakes! Oh, that makes it so much better. I had to ask. Halloween themed show. You have to ask about the Harry Potter. Oh, it's okay. We won't hold it against you. You're a Hufflepuff. It's okay. I can give her shit. She's like my oldest friend. She's allowed to get shit. All right. This song is called "Not Sorry." I'm not sorry, Tracy. I love you. Dance sorry for what I've done. I'm not sorry for who I am. I'm not sorry that I can't see what's in front of you. You're living in your own little world. I'm done being no fool. I'm taking back my life and death. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. Oh no, not sorry. Not
So our next comic, very funny lady, very happy to have met her this year. She's the producer of the Hot Medusa comedy show. Last virtual show is this week, May 20th at Flappers. You've seen her in the Boston Comedy Festival, and she's from Los Angeles. Keep it going for Suwon Weaver. Woo-hoo!
Yay, thank you. God, Bernice, saying all that stuff about the Koreans made me laugh so hard because I think it's so true, but my mom didn't get any of those memos. She just, it's like no surgery, and she would rather die than have me have surgery. Anyways, I just had to make that comment. So, yeah, I'm a middle-aged lesbian that lives with my mother. It's exactly what Hollywood is looking for. Yeah. Awesome. Nancy Rose, I really related to so much of what you had to say. I'm like, oh, I'm familiar with more of maybe a low-grade narcissism coming from my mother.
You nailed it.
Yeah, I related so hard. Good time. So I am half Korean. I'm American, born here, whatever all that stuff kind of means. But I have been harassed by some of these Trump supporters and been told to go back to my own country. Actually, yeah, I know, right? Where would that be? Lesbos, perhaps? I'm due for a vacation, so Lesbos would be amazing. I've never been to Greece, so I think, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, those people were not very kind, and so whatever, you know, what are you gonna do? I live out in Thousand Oaks, actually, right now, which is an hour outside of Los Angeles, and it's so nice here. It's like the good version of the Truman Show, you know? Like there's white picket fences with Black Lives Matter signs. It's been, you know, it's lovely. But I miss LA because LA, well, it was so edgy, right? We used to get flashed in the alleys. So fun. We used to get followed in the alleys. That happened. And then duck around the corner and wait for the guy with my keys. And fortunately, he gave up, maybe because we made eye contact and it was too intimate. I don't know. Right? That's good. It's fun. LA, Hollywood was so edgy. I miss it. Not really. So I'm half Korean and half Black, and I don't say Malaysian. That's for Tiger Woods. I like to help Hollywood casting and just say I'm ethnically ambiguous.
Yes.
Right. And then if people, just to see if they're paying attention, sometimes I just say Cobra Kai. And then suddenly, you know, sometimes you find out if people are listening or not. It's fun. And I did mention that I was a lesbian. The older I've gotten, the more it's easier for my mom to accept me being gay. You know, she would come home from a golf game and say, oh, I like a lesbian. Lesbian has a really nice voice. Like all of a sudden I'm like, who is this person I'm talking to? What's happening? And so I brought home a dandy, like wearing a little bow tie once. And then my mom was like, oh, I like a bow tie. Bow tie has a really cute face. Stay away from my girlfriend's mother. That's what I've got to say. So, yeah, you know what I have to say? You don't ever tell your straight girlfriends that you've got a lady crush on someone, because if you're a lesbian, Well, it's just a regular old crush, isn't it? So, like a girl crush is so cute, and it's like, oh my God, Becca, your hair's so cute. Who did your hair? Right? Or like you get girls going like, oh my gosh, you should sleep over. But if you are a lesbian, then you get a strong reprimand and a pointing of the finger. Yes. Talk like you're from a 1940s film noir movie. Get out the pitchforks and the torches. Burn the witch. Burn the witch. So yes, now I don't tell people if I think someone's cute or hot. No, I'm like, no, yuck. I do not like her. I am not interested. Ugh. And then I will get, you're a lesbian. Oh my God, you're so cute. I totally would go out with you. Oh yeah? Prove it. So, I am from LA. I do watch a lot of those shows like cooking shows. You guys watch those shows with like chefs, I especially like these Italian chefs, right? They're so definite. Everything they say is like, you just believe them when they're talking. And they're like, put the yeast in the bread, it rises. Yes. Put the salt in the water of the pasta. Okay. You don't say bruschetta, you say bruschetta. Bruschetta. Right? That's amazing. So I would like to use that same definite tone, like when I'm doing affirmations in the mirror, like, right? Like, Suwon, your body looks better than it did 20 years ago. Yeah. Your skin is as tight as Wonder Woman. I love it. Yeah. After 40, everything is downhill. Oh, wait, downhill should be good, right? Because uphill's harder. That's what I'm saying. I'm not that definite, you guys. I'm a Libra. You know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly. Nancy Rose knows. Yes, I'm a Libra, and I'm from Los Angeles, where astrology is an elective here. So what are you gonna do? Little bugs flying by me. That's charming. So let's see, what else should I tell you guys about? I really get pissed off when I hear people talking about getting older, like sometimes you hear guys that are like 30 years old and they're like, I'm getting older. And I'm like, shut up. Like, come on. And then next, it's because it's a chain, right? Like, because then a 45-year-old tells a 30-year-old to shut up. And then like a 60-year-old tells a 45-year-old to shut up. Like, when does this end, right? When does it end? Okay, who's not getting older? That's what I want to know. Right? Like, nope, I don't think so. Maybe like you'll see like a 60-year-old dude, like a yoga teacher or like some kind of guru guy. And he looks like George Clooney, like 20 years ago. That guy's not getting older, fine. Yeah. Everyone else is getting older. So let's see. I guess I should tell you about this. I don't know how much time I have. Sorry, I didn't time myself. Yeah, good.
You got 3 minutes, but
okay, good. It's all good. I'll tell you about, I didn't say much about my dad. So my dad was Black. He was in World War II. He had light skin and he used to pass for being white. He only got pulled over by cops Caucasianally. So, my dad had joined the Navy. He was in World War II. Like I said, I know it's a lot of facts and history. He joined World War II after Roosevelt desegregated it. So, that's pretty Black. And, but the sad thing was the joke was on him because it was still segregated when he went in. All right. Right. Oh, my poor dad fought in World War II. Craziness. I don't know if any of you guys suffer from depression or anything like that, but I watch these YouTube videos and there was this massage, this vagus nerve massage. And I was like, perfect. I'm going to lay down, get my yoni all worked up. Everything's going to be lovely. And it turns out it's just like a little ear massage, you guys. You should look it up. It's very nice. I was like, oh, and then it wasn't even, it looks like Vagus, but it's really called Vegas. But right, yes. But I was like, but vagus nerve sounded so exciting, and I was all ready to be relaxed. But I did. It still worked. All right, I'll leave you with one last thing. So I do like kind of butchier lesbians. I like these like security guards, UPS drivers, so hot, right? And then people have asked me, well, you're lesbian, why don't you like the pretty girls? Because I'm the pretty one. Okay, that's it. I'm Suwon Weaver. Thank you.
Give a clap for Suwon. Oh, yes. My face hurts, you guys. And I'm not like, I was about to say, most of the time at work, I can at least like hide behind a mask. And the fact that like, I don't have to laugh at everybody who's not funny, but you guys are all very funny. So thank you. Thank you for the face pain. Thank you for being here, for being so very funny. And that's a wrap for Cherry Bomb.
This was so fun.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it was great, Becca.
Well said, Becca. All the amazing comics we had tonight. You were so funny. To the music acts we had, thank you for being a part of our show. This brings us to the end of tonight's Cherry Bomb performance, and I hope you guys all had a really awesome time with us. And don't forget, if you want to help out any of these acts, you can tip them directly, or you can send your tip donation to Sunspace and we'll distribute that to the artists. We can't do this without you guys. To our subscribers, we love you so much. Thank you for subscribing. If you're wondering if you maybe should subscribe, like look at how much fun all the subscribers had in chat tonight. Don't you want to be a part of that and have really fun emojis? Anyways, I'm Elsie May. Thank you guys so much for being a part of Cherry Bomb tonight. And as always, we are taking submissions for the next one. The next show will be on June 24th. And if you want to be a part of it, you know the drill. Send an email to sunlandsunspace@gmail.com and we'll get you on a future Cherry Bomb show. And, you know, that's what I got. Here we are. Credits, roll 'em! Woo! Cherry Bomb!
happened, Nancy?
I would have you